Rachel's request, we are snapping you a video of a retelling of the proposal. There's not going to be a movie made about it anytime soon, so this is it. I'm a little nervous because this is my debut snapping some of you all. So, do you want to start?
Sure. So we were in Salt Lake, and we were supposed to arrive here at 11:30 Eastern, but we ended up leaving Salt Lake at 12 Mountain, which is 2 Eastern. So we got in here at like 6:40.
5:40.
Oh, well, we no.
Okay, sorry.
We got here at like quarter to. We decided it was like 5:40. We got here by like 6:45. So Juline, being tired, having not slept very well on the plane, went downstairs to sleep on my couch, and I talked to Coleman for a bit before he went to work, and then he was like, "You exchange hardware yet?" And I was like, "No."
Oh, I didn't hear this.
No, well,
Okay.
yeah, I'm telling what happened, So then I was like, "No." He's like, "When are you going to do it?" I was like, "I don't know." But what he didn't know is that I was going to the day before, and then the delay happened, and I wasn't just going to do it like while waiting in the airport. And then I was like, "Oh, well, we could still do we could fly this whole flight engaged by like just asking her at the beginning." But then when I was about to do that, so yeah. But then when we were going to do that, this dude walks on, and he's like super foul-mouthed, and he's with like his son or daughter or someone. I didn't really look.
Son.
Anyway, he was complaining, and he was a dick. Sorry for the language, but this is going to my family, so they can deal with it. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to do that, because they're sitting like right behind us. And I was like, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of watching this. And so I was like, well, I'll just wait until after the flight's over. So I did. In fact, I waited so well that I waited until we'd already gotten back to the house. So, which brings us back to the beginning, where this story started, of Juline being like super sleepy and going downstairs. And then I went. And so then I went down and kind of like nudged her like, hey, before you fall asleep completely, because she was already like half asleep, I was like, we should get engaged for real. And so luckily she was on the couch, so I was already down on one knee so I could talk to her, like get on her level, right? And so I asked her if she would marry me, and she didn't say anything. She just kissed me a bunch. And then she said yes, but I'd forgotten what she was saying yes to, because I was pretty sleepy too. Didn't really know what I was doing. Didn't think this thing through all the way. I'm still happy with it. Don't worry. So that's my perspective. Is that pretty much how it went? Did you remember that happened?
Pretty much how it went down, except for like he left out the part of the story where we're like at the airport and he was like taunting me. What I was saying is he was kind of toying with me about it all weekend.
It was not.
Okay, he didn't think he was, but like we went and got engagement pictures taken, and like at the end of the shoot he was like, "Oh, do you want some with the engagement ring? Because I have it." And I was like, not sure how to react, because I was like, I don't know if he actually like am I supposed to be like, "Oh, surprise, like this is him proposing," or
but I
like,
hadn't talked to her dad yet, so I couldn't do that. And yet I wanted that you to have a chance, if you wanted the ring in the picture, to have the ring in the picture.
But I like
it was awkward.
It was awkward. I bet our photographer felt super awkward.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I said no because I had a huge burn on my finger, and I was just assuming that he actually just wanted actual pictures and not
like a de
to
facto
propose
engagement.
me. Yeah. So also then we were at the airport, and like a couple of times he was like, yeah, like he said something. Oh, I said like, oh, he's like, do you want your ring? And I'm like, yeah, I want it. And I was like,
Pretty
can
sure
I
you
look
said,
at it?
I want the ring.
Really?
I think so.
Maybe.
Because you're like, can I look at it? And then
Yeah.
I went up and like checked on something. She's like, where is it? And I was like, it's in the coat
He's like,
that
you're
you're
carrying it. And I was like, but it was actually his coat pocket that I was like holding anyway.
Yeah.
So a couple times, and then like I kind of sensed that he was gonna do it on the plane, but then he didn't, and I was just like laughing because I'm like, oh, also,
Well, I went up to ask the gate agent something, and I came back, and you're like, I tried it on.
yeah.
And I was like,
but
well, do you want it then?
It's
like, you really want it to happen
You
here?
hadn't even left when I was like, okay. But then the really funny thing was that he was like, oh, do you think that like should I talk to the gate agent and like see if they can make an announcement about it? And I was like,
That was Josh's suggestion to have the but he recognized that Juline would hate it.
right.
Yeah,
But then
I agree.
Jason started like counseling with me on how he should propose to me, and that was like
Wise.
really weird. Like suggesting that we'd get ours because we've got the economy tickets, so the seats were separate. Anyway, he thought that if we got engaged, then people would definitely make it happen so that we could sit together. And he was thinking we could even get into first class, and I was like, no,
It wasn't going to happen.
wasn't going to be worth it. Anyway, so here's the ring, and I know that you've seen it already, but Jason thought it would be. He thought that it would be prettier in a short video.
Because you can see it sparkling more.
It's like really so much prettier in real life.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like costume jewelry right now, but it actually looks really nice.
So it's between. That still doesn't help.
No, it doesn't. I'll just. Yep. Okay.